saw my ex going to the Clinton State. She's gonna come. She done came a long way. A long, long way. Her humble apartment where she and I lived. This is way different though. Way, way different. Well, now that I know where she's hiding out at, I'm gonna go get her. And anybody that gets in my way, dead meat. Dead meat. She's mine. And nobody stands in the way of what's mine. I don't care who it is. If it's Timmy the skateboarder, or Flashy the paper doll, or Woody the woodpup boy. I'll take them all out. I'll take them all out. She's mine. And I'm coming for her. And anywhere that stands in my way is dead, damn dog meat.
Yes, well, in making Murgatroyd the musical, I realized it was a very, very important that I get someone who was not only an acoustical engineer, but a choreographer as well. So I got Steve, who used to work at the biotech lab, and I got Steve to work on it, and he kept saying, the audio isn't right, I need to improve the sound, to work on the sound. And so Steve pulled off not only the acoustical engineering of Murgatroyd the musical, but he pulled off the choreography as well. So kudos to Steve. Well, as assistant director, I realized there were so many elements of Murgatroyd that we had to touch on in this musical, and one of the basic elements is the boy meets girl, of course. And what other classic romantic story than the successful news anchorman and talk show host, Les Tomac, and then this absolutely man-hating woman who writes books against men, Imogen Sakowski. Well, not only is it a true story in real life, but it was made for musical material. I remember, I think it's in Imogen's autobiography where she talks about when she and Les had been working together, but they hadn't gotten close yet, and she had a flat on the Passart Freeway. Well, he stops, and she says something about the way she whipped her head around at him. Instantly, he knew that it was love at first sight. And there was just this instant clicking. So what we did was we choreographed a dance number on the freeway, with the car and the flat. And we have Les and Imogen, dancing around the vehicle while he's singing to her and she's singing to him. Could have come straight out of The Sound of Music or any great romantic musical. So I think the audience is going to enjoy Murgatroyd the musical. Well, the scene where all the dancers break into dance on the parking lot of the paper doll factory while it goes up in flames in the background, that's absolutely postmodern surrealism. That's what we were aiming for, postmodern surrealism. We want this to have broad appeal to anyone who's ever lived in Murgatroyd, to the young girl who's still working in the factory line, on the assembly line, bottling the Vincini cologne, the Slidette 3, or whatever the case may be. We want this to have mass appeal to those people. The busboy at Drifty's. We want everybody to go to the Vincini Tripleplex theaters and enjoy this new Murgatroyd the musical. It's aimed at a mass audience. It's aimed at everybody. There's something there for everyone. There's even this exciting love scene between Woody, the woodpulp boy, and Flashy the paper doll. How iconic is that? Two legends. They may not be human, but we can relate to them because they have human emotions. Cherry Monday, Cherry Monday, Cherry Tuesday too. Every day in Murgatroyd is a cherry day for you. Cherry Murgatroyd, Cherry Murgatroyd, it's a cherry day today. Murgatroyd, Cherry Murgatroyd, Cherry Murgatroyd, it's a cherry day today. Murgatroyd. This Monica Prance. This is Uncle Crank here, and I'm just feeling cranky tonight. I ain't had much to eat. Drifty's was closed, and Aunt Hoochie's done gone down to the theater again. She's written another one of them god awful plays, like she turns out. But I've seen the cutest little old paper doll just blowing by. I think they call her Trashly, or Trashy, and she's looked like an old newspaper. Looked like she made out of newspaper, but the wind blew her down on the ground in front of my place, and all. And she got up and started walking. I got a good look at her, and she looked like she was part of the front page or whatever. It might have been an old Murgatroyd Times. That old fly-by-night tech lab out there in the woods there. They create all kind of stuff and all like that, and I imagine she's something they've concocted and brought to life and all like that, and everything. I used to go fishing down there, and I caught a smallmouth bass one time that started talking to me, and it scared the dickens out of me. I just threw it back in there and all, Well, it's been Uncle Crank, and thank you. Oh, Sharon, would you please fix me another martini? I can't think straight unless I have at least 3 of them before noon. I've got to come up with this new fabulous painting. I'm trying to decide whether it should be of Lester Mack, the talk show host, or perhaps I should do that Imogene Slutkowski, who's making such a big deal out of her rampant sex life. I don't know who I'm going to paint, but I'm going to paint one of them, that's for darn sure. Now get me another martini, Sharon. Hurry, hurry, don't dawdle, don't dawdle.
My. It is great to be here, Lester Mack. I think I was cut out of the sports section of the Murgatroyd Times before Dr. Flipped Out created me. I always thought I would have gone further in life if I had been cut from the front page, By the way, Lester Mack, the clown Jangalidi Jupe and I are working on a new comedy act, and we would be honored to perform it here for you on your show sometime.
Ha ha ha, Trashy. Yeah, I think you're straight out of the sports column. You're from the sports page, yeah. Ha ha. We had Dr. Flipped Out on here one time, the one that created you, and I imagine we'll have him back on here again. You and Jangledy Jeep are still hanging around in that old flat Center Park, aren't you? Yeah, I seen where them skateboarders was throwing darts at you the other day. Run, Trashy, run. Well, it's an honor to have you here on the show, Trashy.
Oh why I love men. Imogene Slutkowski here. Well, hello little lady. Although if you're like me, the term lady doesn't really apply all that well. I enjoy sleeping with as many men as possible and then writing about it. And my erotic fiction is bestseller stuff. Now I need to tackle some heavy philosophical and societal issues as well so that I can gain legitimacy and acceptability in the academic world. That way I can start sleeping with a bunch of college professors. Oh wait. Been there, done that. Wouldn't mind doing it again, little lady. Go grab my books and enjoy the smut and then go out and get you some. Stop fantasizing about it and do it. Do it. Do it with as many men as you can. This has been Imogene Slutkowski. Ta-ta for now, little ladies.
Oh, Carmelia, my dear child. You're just a spoiled brat. What is it with you and the nannies? We've just gone through an awful lot of nannies, and you know eventually the authorities are going to wonder what's happening to them. I mean, this is a big estate, but your little brother can only plant so many trees. Come on, so many rose bushes. Eventually, we're going to find some nanny who's got a lot of relatives and start wondering what happened to her. They can't all just keep disappearing, Carmelia. Cool it, kid. Get a good hobby. I don't know. Maybe go out and meet some nice young man, you know, so you'll grow up to amount to something like your little brother. I mean, every nanny keeps telling you what a spoiled brat you are, and you keep getting rid of them. You've got to chill, Carnelia. You've got to chill.